So today we're going to be solving quadratic inequalities. So we're back to graphing. Then we're looking at inequalities. So we're going to be going back to the less than or greater than, less than or equal to, the greater than or equal to, solid or dashed lines where you shade above or below. Section 5.7 here. So here's what this looks like today. Quadratic inequalities. We know how to graph inequalities already. All right, so we've looked at equations very similar to this. The only difference now, instead of y equals, we actually get y is less than or greater than. We find the vertex the same exact way. Recognize there's still negative b over 2a. It's the same part of that. We're still going to find the vertex, and we're still going to find the y-intercept. Our y-intercept is always the what value, Bailey? Y-intercept is always the c. It's my constant. Okay, my y-intercept is always going to be my constant there. So recognize that. And then, unlike before, we're just going to take the three values and kind of sketch our curve, then we shade above or below. It's going to talk about a boundary line today. Boundary lines, remember, it's a solid line if it's less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. It's a dashed, I should probably put a dashed boundary line. It's a dashed boundary line for less than or greater than. And then we shade below for less than or equal to. And we shade above for when it's greater than or equal to. So remembering those inequalities back from graphing regular equations of lines, we're now just going to be including the same thing with parabolas. Okay. And then the last thing we do is we can take a test point and plug it in to check to see whether it works or not. Okay, so number one here. They have the y-intercept for me, and they give me the vertex. They say the y-intercept is 3. How do we know the y-intercept is 3, Jack? Because 3 is the... My y-intercept is 3, and that's the what value? Yep, that's my constant. Okay, y-intercept is always my constant. Okay. It says the vertex is 1, 2. How do you find the vertex always? You have to start with the what, John? Yep, the axis of symmetry. Which is, what did you say? X equals negative b over 2a. And then how do you get that y value? What do you do with that value? You plug it in, solve. Right? So I have my vertex, which is 1, 2. So it's that coordinate right there. I have my y-intercept, which is 3. So it's about that coordinate right there. How do I get the coordinate on the other side? It's just the what? Reflection. So I reflect it across. I get that coordinate there. Could I pick another point if I wanted to? Yes, I could pick another value and plug it in. I'm not going to here. Okay. What is my inequality? If I look at my inequality, is that going to be a solid or dashed line? John, what do you say? Solid or dashed line? That is a dashed line. And do I shade above or below, John? I shade below. So I'm going to sketch a dashed parabola here. Okay, so there's my dashed parabola because it's less than. And I'm going to go below, so it's all this area underneath my curve. And that's what we're doing today. So really, do you see? I mean, we're combining two sections basically. We're combining the section on graphing, we're combining the section on inequalities that we did back in chapter, I think it was 3. And all in one now. Is this pretty rough, Bailey? We'll get really good at them. Let's try the next one here. So number 2, it wants me to find the y-intercept in the vertex. Whenever I look at an equation, my y-intercept is always the what value, Colin? C. So what's my y-intercept in this inequality? It is negative 5. Nice job. How do I find my vertex? What's the equation or axis of symmetry to find the vertex? What is it, Sean? How do you find the vertex? Yep, so x equals negative b over 2a. And we all know how to find a and b now, right? After doing quadratic equation, we know how to find a and b. So I plug in x equals negative 4 over 2 times negative 1. And simplify, giving me x equals what, Sage? X equals 2. How do you find that y value then, Sage? I plug that value back in, so I get y is greater than or equal to negative parentheses 2 squared plus 4 parentheses 2 minus 5. Recognize again, there's the negative in front of x squared. Order of operations, take the squared first, then tack on the negative. So this gets me y is greater than or equal to negative 4 plus 8 minus 5. My y value is going to be what then? My y value will be... What's my y value? Negative 1. So my vertex is now located at 2, negative 1. I plot my vertex. It's about right there. I plot my y-intercept, which says negative 5. After I plot the y-intercept, then I also need to plot the... Plot the what, Shane? Opposite. Goes right across. Good work. Now I'm going to look at my line. It says greater than or equal to. That'll be a solid line, and I shade above or below? Above. And I shade above. So this is a solid line, a solid parabola. And I shade everything above where my parabola is.
Where do you get the x-axis from? Like the dashed line there?
That comes from my axis of symmetry, which is the negative b over 2a.
But that was just 2, wasn't it? It was 2, wasn't it? Not 1.
Yeah, which is x equals 2.
But yeah, but...
The values go by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, okay, that's...
Yeah, they threw some people off this morning, too. Yeah, good question. What's up, sir?
It's something that's always kind of confusing that what if y was on the right side? Would you just read it from the y?
What do you mean if y is on the...
If the entire equation was flipped, so if it was...
Okay.
Like x squared plus 4x minus 5 is less than 1.
So you're talking about with shading, with regard to shading. Typically always write it as y equals, as I said, whole slope intercept form, standard form, always put it the y equals. So if I had it that way, I'd probably just reverse it, just so it is with the y in the front first. Or if you had to think about, if it was the other way, it would say everything is less than, right? So kind of think of that, then you would have to go kind of in reverse. Train of thought thinking. It's a good question, though. But I'd always put in that slope intercept form, or that standard form. Okay. Good question, though. All right, take a couple seconds. Try number 3 here. Okay, find the vertex, find the y-intercept. The boundary just means solid or dash, and then you shade above or below. Okay, so take a couple seconds to try these, or try this problem. Let's go through this. Looks like you guys are doing pretty good. Vertex. Where's my vertex located at? Bailey, where's my vertex located? Huh? Vertex. What did you just plot with me?
I don't know.
What's that a coordinate? It's a coordinate.
Oh. 2 and -1.
Thank you. 2, -1. There's my vertex. Okay. What's my y-intercept, Garrett? 3. So I plot 3. And then I need to plot the what, Andy? Reflection. Solid or dash line, Phil?
Solid.
And do I shade above or below? Shade above. So I'm going to have a solid parabola. And now above is technically what would be like on the inside of this coordinate. There we go. Nice work.
Where'd you get the 3?
The y-intercept.
Yeah.
That's always my constant here. So
Oh, okay.
my 3, my y-intercept is my constant always. Okay. Take a couple seconds to try number 4. Do this one here. Vertex. Where's my vertex located at, Mark? Do you have the axis of symmetry at least? Did you do negative b over 2a?
Yeah.
What do you get? Okay, there's the axis of symmetry. Oops, let me go back. You get negative 2. And you plug that in and you get 3. I believe that's right? Because you get negative 4 plus 8 minus 1, so you get 3. So that's my vertex, negative 2, 3. Awesome. What's my y-intercept then, Jack?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So I'm down there. Then I need to plot the what, Bailey? The reflection right over here. Awesome. Solid or dashed line, Garrett? And do I shade above or below, sir? I shade what? Below, because it's less than. So I have a dashed line as best as I can. And now I shade below, which would be like almost on the inside because it's less than. Nice job. Feel like you guys got a pretty good handle of this? Good. Here's your assignment.